Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing us how to sew a Victorian corset. In the description box, I'll be dropping the link for how to draft it. And so let's dive into the video. So I have the center pieces, which is what I'm going to which is what I've shown you, and I'll go ahead to join it. Please take note that before joining it, I have already put hairstay on the fabric. So I put hairstay on the fabric and cut the pattern with 1/2 inch allowance all around it. And then for the lining as well, I use paper stay. You can decide to use the hairstay on your fabric if you want it more structured, but I use paper stay for the lining, and I use it for all parts of the lining. So I'm going ahead to join the pieces together. In this this Victorian corset is actually a 6-paneled Victorian corset. So we have 2 center fronts, 2 sides, for both sides. So it's a 6-paneled Victorian corset. So as the video proceeds, you see what I'm talking about. Meanwhile, thank you to all my returning subscribers for returning back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, this is me saying a very big welcome to you. Please do well to subscribe. Do not forget to like, share, and most importantly, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos. Okay, so I'm done with joining, and then I'll be moving over to join the other pieces. Please just watch carefully. Also take note that I'll be sewing with an allowance of 1 inch or 3/4 inch, if as the case may be, but the reason why I'm doing this is because of the boning method I'll be using to bone this fabric. I'll be using a boning style, of course, which you would see as the video progresses. So you want to make sure that you're stitching on a big allowance. So please pardon me. Because of that, when you're cutting your pattern, the allowance I added was more than 1/2 inch. Okay, I added an allowance of 1 inch around the pattern because I needed to hold that same allowance to enable me effectively insert my boning. Okay, please take note, when you're cutting your pattern on your fabric, leave an allowance all around of 1 inch. Okay guys, so if you have watched up to this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to like, share, and most importantly, turn on your notification bell. Alright, so we are back to the joining. At this point, I'll just let you watch. Take note, like I said earlier, you have to mark your pieces very carefully so that you know the points to join. So from your pattern drafting, you can see where you need to join, and then just go ahead and do all the joinings at this stage. Basically, this is the joining stage. Join the fabric, join the lining as well, and do not forget we are joining on an allowance of 1 inch because of our boning. So guys, as you can see, we are done with the front pieces and our 6 panels are in place. This is what it looks like inside and outside. Okay, so for the front piece, the next thing will be to iron the allowances open. You take this to the ironing table and iron it open, and go ahead to begin work on the back piece. Please take note that the same thing you do for the front is the same thing you do for the lining. And for the back piece, guys, if you don't have these pieces marked, I honestly do not know how you would be able to differentiate. So marking is very important so you know where to join. Like I said, whatever you do for your fabric, do same for your lining. Okay guys, so this part right here is the modesty panel that I'll be using for the back, so that our back is not exposed after the corset ropes are being tied. Alright guys, also take note that I'm using a black lining because this is not a client's fabric. This is just a tutorial fabric, and I just had to make use of the color I had. If you're working on your fabric or a client's fabric, please use the same color of lining. Please, please, please. So for the modesty panel, I just closed off all the sides, leaving only one side open. Okay. So our front piece has been ironed, and this is what it looks like. Can you see this? Yes, so this is what I mean when I say to iron your allowances open. And the next thing we'll be going to do is to stitch 1/2 inch on both sides on the top of the fabric, so 1/2 inch away from the joining on both sides. What we are doing is we are creating our boning channels. So can you see why we left that much allowance? If your allowance is not enough, you find the stitching difficult because you may be stitching and not holding the fabric. So we needed that much allowance so that we can effectively create our boning channels. You also want to make sure that your stitching at this point is accurate. You want to maintain straight lines, and of course using the same color of thread so that you have a very neat finish. We are aiming for a very neat finish, so make sure your stitches are equal and straight and enough for the size of your boning. And please take note the size of boning you're using. There are different sizes. There's a 1/4 inch boning, there's 1/2 inch boning. For the different sizes, just ensure that your boning channel is able to accommodate your boning. And after you're done sewing, you could also test run the bones inside just to confirm that you have the right size. So having confirmed that, we go ahead to create the other boning channels on all the other lines. Please take note that for a joining, we have 2 lines beside it on the left and on the right side per joining. So it means that this front piece is going to have 12 boning channels. Did I say 12? No, it's going to have 16 boning channels plus the sides. Okay, so of course when the front side meets the back side, we are also going to be creating another boning channel. So minusing the sides, we have 12 boning channels for the front. Then we'll be having 4 extra for the sides. Don't get confused, just watch carefully and follow me. Guys, we are done. Look what we have here. Can you see how this comes out beautifully? And the same for the lining as well. Okay, for this one I didn't put the boning on the lining, but if you want a really structured corset, you may want to try it out, but trust me, that's going to be really structured. And also I forgot to mention I was using the non-sewable boning. Also, I also like to mention that please, when you are stitching, especially on the bustier area, be sure that you do not compress your bust. Just follow the shape of your bust. Also, you pad your dress at this point. I padded the main fabric, but for the lining I just used the sewable boning. I'm sorry, that's the sewable boning. I used it to just do a bust cage, just something minor, nothing too serious, just to secure that bust area. I did that off camera. I'm sorry I didn't capture that. For the dress, like I said, I used hairstay to pad it. If you do not know how to pad, please check my channel. I'll be dropping the link in the description box as well, how to pad, and so you can follow that. See that the front piece and the back piece have been joined on the lining as well. Go ahead and shape it as you desire. Also, you can see my corset loops have inserted them. Go ahead and do that at this point. Alright guys, so I went ahead to turn the lining to the fabric, and this is what we have. Guys, can you see how this looks? I used the lining to turn the fabric. You can see what we have here. Can you see what we have? Look at how beautiful that is. The bonings are inserted. Now the top has been closed. Okay, so you can see this is what we have. The next thing we'll be doing will be to insert our boning. This is the time for that. After you've closed the top of your dress, I will insert that. It's not going to be easy guys, but it's workable, and that's why I recommend that your boning channels should be enough for your boning. So for the boning, I'll ensure that I bond the tip. So I'm just going ahead to show you the size of boning I used. I hope you could capture that. That's the size I used. And you see there are different sizes. This one is bigger than the first one. So can you see what I was showing you? The other side is a 1/2 inch boning, while the smaller one is a 1/4 inch boning. And I used the 1/4 inch boning for all the channels, while for the loops at the back I used the big size boning. Alright, guys, can you see the side boning channels I showed you? I was talking about. It's just simple. After you've joined your sides, use the allowance and also convert to a boning channel. So can you see that? Yes. So what I want to do is to measure the length of the boning I will be needing. So I measured, and whatever the length is, minus 1 inch, because you don't want the boning to reach the end of the dress, so you'll be able to close up the base of the dress. So the length I had, I'll be cutting it minus 1 inch, and then the lighter, you need your lighter to bond the tip of your boning. If you do not have a lighter, you can use a seal tape, a masking tape, to bond the tip of your boning so that it does not discomfort the wearer of the dress. If there are any questions, please drop them in my comment section. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when I drop new videos, because I always drop amazing content. Okay guys, so this is where we insert the boning, and basically we are done. Like, we are almost done. For the base of the dress, I used a hand needle to tack it because the boning is strong, is stiff, so sewing on the machine may not be so easy. So I recommend using your hand needle. You iron the fabric, iron the lining, and then use your hand needle to carefully tack. Thank you for watching. Bye.